If you know Gulf Shores, then you know it's home to some amazing beaches.
Some of the best beaches in all of Alabama, and dare we say the United States, can be found right here in our little old Gulf Shores.
Gulf Shores beaches provide the perfect combination of white sand and emerald sea to fulfill your beachbound fantasies. These beaches give this city an easy, laid-back vibe, and we absolutely love it.
Even better, most of these beaches are free and offer free parking.
Did you say free?
I did.
And with all that said, would you believe us if we told you that people are actually leaving this beach paradise?
Moving away permanently. Crazy, right?
Yeah, it's true. Gulf Shores has changed a lot, and some people are deciding to leave the city for good.
One change is the influx of people moving in. Lower Alabama has exploded, and so many transplants are moving down to Gulf Shores specifically.
One of the fastest growing cities in Alabama is Gulf Shores. 10 years ago, Gulf Shores had a population of 9,700. Today, that number is over 16,000 with no signs of slowing down. This is a very affordable beach town compared to a lot of places like Florida or California or Virginia. People are moving here from across the country because they're discovering this place, and they're moving here left and right.
Yeah, imagine someone selling their $1 million home over in a suburb of California or Colorado or Illinois, and then they discover they can live in a coastal city for a quarter of what they just sold their home for. Can you blame them for wanting to make a move here? Because we sure can't.
Yeah, tons of people are just pouring in. Gulf Shores is a major vacation destination, and each year the 32 miles of sugary white sand here along the Gulf attract nearly 8 million visitors.
Can you imagine that many people in a small town driving, walking around, lining up outside restaurants, shopping, gas stations? The public beaches are packed, and the locals definitely have an opinion about all the people packed into their small coastal town, and it's not always a pleasant one. And tourist season starts around spring break and it tapers off right around September. So the congestion lasts all spring and summer.
Personally, September and October are my favorite months on the beach in Gulf Shores. I just don't think you can beat it. And I know a lot of our real estate clients think the same thing too. You got low crowds, no traffic, no wait for restaurants, and best of all, you got the sunsets there that they're just unbelievable. Highs in the 80s and 90s in September. I mean, what's there not to love?
Yeah, I don't mind tourist season one bit though. Every day in Gulf Shores is like being on vacation. When you live here, you have a different mindset. Well, at least we do. I can't be mad about people enjoying our beautiful weather and our amazing beaches. Sure, sitting in traffic isn't my favorite thing to do, but it's really not that bad in my opinion. And okay, so half the year you do have to deal with a lot of strangers in your hometown, which definitely is another reason why people are leaving Gulf Shores. Not everyone can handle the traffic and the crowds, and many will say both are downright awful.
And personally, that's a bit dramatic if you ask me, but all right, driving can be a real pain if you need to get to work or to an appointment like we do, especially during tourist season. You'd better get ready for the traffic jams. Just plan to leave early and be patient. A lot of out-of-towners are coming to town and they're in vacation mode.
Highway 59 can and will be crazy, bumper to bumper traffic. Almost everyone complains about what a nightmare 59 can be, but the good news is the city is in the midst of a highway expansion project on Highway 59, as well as adding a 375-foot two-lane bridge, which will be an alternative route to take other than Highway 59. It's going to take a few years to be completed because it's a huge project, but it's going to help with all that traffic big time.
Mainly getting in and out of Gulf Shores can be a hassle, so expect traffic there. And of course, getting to and from the beach, like Jess said, can get bumper to bumper.
Along with the traffic, you've got the people frequenting your favorite fast food spots, making them not so fast. And gas stations have lines out the parking lot. The grocery store can be a full-on madhouse, especially in the morning and afternoons, on weekends especially, with tourists getting their beach drinks and snacks.
So make sure you pack a lunch and make your coffee at home if you don't have the patience to wait in line a little bit.
Yep, and like Tony said, leave a little bit earlier. I mean, how hard is that? Am I right?
Words of wisdom.
This one, who's always running out the door, frantic, last minute, just rushing, get out of here. Practice what you preach, Jess.
Lies.
These people are gonna
Such
know.
lies.
I promise
I'm
they're gonna
only
see it. They're
ever
gonna live
late.
it.
Don't be late, Jess.
I'm only ever late because I'm waiting on you to wrap up at the 19th hole.
If you say so.
I've never been. I haven't even golfed in weeks.
A week.
All right, that's just fake news.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Can you...
Where are you going this weekend?
That's different. It's a guy's trip. So it's an annual guy's trip.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
And it's still golf season. You can golf year round here, but this weekend is football and golf. We're going to see the Eagles game.
All right. Okay. The next reason people are leaving Gulf Shores, and it's not for football, is because of hurricanes. We've seen some pretty intense storms over the years, and it's starting to scare people away or move them more inland. Due to Gulf Shores' proximity to the Gulf of Mexico, the city is affected by storm systems. These storms have a detrimental effect on the region and can result in property damage. So if you like to have 100% guarantee of safety, this city's probably not the place for you.
A bubble is probably for you. But what just said leads us to the next reason people are leaving, and that's insurance. Unfortunately, Gulf Shores has some pretty high insurance rates compared to the whole state of Alabama. I mean, after Hurricane Sally in 2020, rates in Gulf Shores probably doubled what they are today, and we're facing inflation, and they've gone up even more. I mean, people have said that some have even tripled.
Yeah, and after the most recent storm, Hurricane Ian, rates have just skyrocketed. If you have waterfront property or are within a few miles, expect to pay for it. In that regard, I don't blame people for packing their bags up and leaving. Insurance companies are making it damn near impossible for people to, live in Gulf Shores. I personally know investors who are actually selling their condos because they were hit with these insurance assessments, and they've gone from making an income to the rent just barely paying the HOA and the insurance.
Yeah, just don't get me started with insurance. I think everything about them is just crooked. Insurance is an industry invented to transfer wealth into their working class for the super rich. It's all a scam. I don't know. I'm not for it. I've never used it over the past 20 years, and I feel like if I just kept that money, I'd be rich.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Insurance is definitely a scam in my opinion, especially when it's mandatory, because every insurance I've ever encountered only exists to deny our claims. They're always trying to get out of paying for whatever we've insured when that time has actually come.
Yeah, it's BS. So if you're an insurance agent, I'm sorry.
#sorry not sorry.
Yeah, sorry, no offense. The last thing we want to shed some light on is a lot of homeowners are leaving because it's still a seller's market here in Gulf Shores, and they're making a huge profit still.
Yeah, that's right. We're experiencing a housing shortage here in Baldwin County, especially the most desirable cities, Gulf Shores being number one.
Yeah, so the demand still exceeds the supply, and sellers are taking advantage still. The market isn't quite what it was back in, say, 2021, but for a desirable home, I mean, anywhere from between 300 and 500,000, we're watching those houses fly off the market still.
Yeah, these market conditions often make buyers more willing to spend on a home than they would otherwise.
Yeah, therefore sellers can raise their asking prices, and this increased interest rate that we're seeing, that means buyers don't always have the power to negotiate, and they're also more willing to accept properties as is, putting less stress on the seller.
And due to the housing shortage, you got these conditions that often lead to bidding wars. I mean, buyers will make competing offers and drive that sales price up, typically above what the seller initially even asked for.
Right, so the end result, sellers are making a pretty penny. In some locations across the country, homeowners miss their window of opportunity to make a huge return, but not here in Gulf Shores.
Bottom line, Gulf Shores isn't for everyone. Nowhere is perfect, but to us, it's pretty damn close.
And if y'all want to learn more about why people live here, watch this next video.